Heavens first to start. Breathe in, reach up, look behind, and then come to the center. Breathe out. So gather energy from the heaven and the earth. Twist to warm up your body a bit. Breathe out. We're going to do one more. Breathe in, breathe out. We're just going to do one other slight warm-up thing. It's called Shake the 9 Gates. This is just to kind of loosen up our body before we begin. So you want to shake your hands really loose. We're trying to get blood to go out to our extremities. You want your knees to be soft. Now you're going to bouncing a bit. Your shoulders are going to go up and down. So now you see my hands are shaking, but that's not because I'm shaking my hands. It's because I'm shaking my body. So I'm trying to open up. This is called Open the 9 Gates. Your gate is your hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, elbow, and wrist, and upper, lower, and middle back. So you just want to get everything opened up. And now the other thing I want you to do is like look, so you turn side to side as you bounce up and down. Look over your shoulder to kind of get your neck opened up too. Come up, throw your fingers out. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to breathe with our abdomen. This is essential to all the practices. And that means you want to breathe with your lower body around your abdomen, your navel. So we'll just take a few breaths to start, and then we'll start some movement. So you're going to breathe in, your navel comes out, and then normally you want to breathe casually. So you would just breathe out, let your navel come back in. So you'd be breathing in, breathe out, breathe in, navel comes out, breathe in, relax, have it come in. Okay, so when we practice, we want to use a little bit more mind. So what we're going to do is when you breathe out, it's the same. You breathe out, your navel goes out, but then when you breathe in, you're not going to use a lot of force, but you're going to use a little bit of mind and the force. So you're going to breathe in, you're going to pull your navel toward your spine. Now when you're doing your abdominal breathing during your practice, you want to act as if you've got a beach ball in here. So you breathe in, not only does your stomach go out, but you expand around your waist, and you have a little bit of pressure on your kidneys. And then when you breathe out, you pull up your pelvic floor, push down your diaphragm, and you kind of squeeze a bit with your floating ribs. So what you're trying to do is you've got a balloon here, and you're trying to, I'm exaggerating, but I don't know what's going on with my voice all of a sudden. Here we go. So you want to be breathing in, using your mind. You want to feel it. You want to develop a sense of your body, and then breathe out. Pull everything in, breathe in, relax, but you're expanding all the way around. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So now we'll just practice using this. So we're going to hold a golden chi ball, and what we're going to do is we want our feet. This is actually standing Taoist meditation. So you have your feet about shoulder width or slightly more apart. Your toes are pointing straight. You have different hand positions. We're going to do holding the golden chi ball. So you're having this ball. It's the flaming pearl you see flying through the sky in Chinese paintings. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start breathing in as we just did. So breathe in, expand that beach ball, and then breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, pull up your pelvic floor, kind of squeeze your abdomen, massaging the internal organs. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So now your mind moves chi and energy. So you want to have visualizations when you're breathing, especially at the beginning. So what we're going to do is going to breathe in. You're going to One, well, first of all, we'll start with your with your face. There's a set of numbers 5. So 1 is fun. So what you want to do is when you breathe in, you want to relax your face and your shoulders, but you have a slight Buddha smile on your face. Just, it's not an actual big grin, just the edges of your mouth come up a bit while you relax the rest of your face. We'll do 2 breaths. So 1 is fun. So you want to have a very slight smile. Even Western science, they got some funding to see what happens when people smile, and it makes endorphins in your brain. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 is shu. So what we want to do is we want to visualize. So we breathe in, energy is coming up from your feet, which are warm. You're connecting to the earth. They're coming up your back, over the top of your head. This is called the fire path. So it comes up the back of your legs. We're just going to do the smaller circle. So it comes up from your pelvis, up your back, over the top of your head to the top of your mouth. So breathe in, and then breathe out. It drops down to your navel. So you've got this kind of cycle going here. So breathe in, breathe out, shoulders are relaxed. Breathe in, navel goes out. You visualize energy flowing up your back, over the top of your head to the top of your mouth. Breathe out. Now we start getting complicated. So when you breathe in, your tongue goes to the top of your mouth. You're visualizing energy coming up your back, and you're going to breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So you have your smile, your tongue's going up and down. You have your visualization of the energy flowing. So now you're going to try to draw in energy from the external world. So the next one is 2. 1 is fun, 2 is shu. They rhyme. So you just feel your feet sinking into the earth. It's warming up. And when you breathe in, you visualize golden energy coming up your feet. It's filling your body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, they're gonna flow down your arms and into the ball that you're holding. So you're filling the golden Qi ball with golden Qi you're drawing from the earth. So breathe in. Energy coming up your legs into your body. Breathe out, down your arms, into your golden Qi ball. Breathe in. Shoulders relaxed. Remember, when you see someone meditating, you just see them sitting there, but they're actually there's all these kind of internal things that are going on. You only see 10% of what's happening when you see someone practicing. Golden energy flowing up your back, down your arms, and then you're collecting that into your energy ball. Okay, 1 is fun, 2 is shu, 3 is tree. Now you visualize roots coming out. You're connecting to the earth even more closely. Tree roots are coming down, burrowing into the earth, going down, spreading out, and allowing you to pull more energy up. And finally, the roots get to 4 is the core. So now there's a golden energy core at the center of the earth. The roots are down there. Now you breathe in. You're just bringing in all the golden energy from the core of the earth, filling your body. And as you breathe out, it goes down your arms and collects. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So there's the fall stance, holding the golden Qi ball for standing meditation, Taoist standing meditation. So breathe in, energy's coming up from the core of the earth, filling your body. And as you breathe out, it's flowing. Okay, so now what you're going to do is we're just going to take that ball, you're going to breathe in, push it through your navel, you're going to roll it up over the top of your head until it gets to the top of your mouth. Your tongue is up, and then as you drop the tongue down, you're rolling the ball down the front, and then we're going to push it into our navel and take one more breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so that's just, it's called natural breathing because your stomach goes out, natural abdominal breathing. But when you're practicing, you want to be a little more aware of moving the energy around, but you still want to practice every day. So your natural breathing is just when you're standing around, you can just practice a little bit to make sure you're breathing with your abdomen and not with your chest. All right, we're going to do a couple of different movements. So even though we're doing abdominal breathing, one of the things we do is we want to support our heart and get air, qi flowing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to breathe in, and then you breathe out, breathe in. So this is like we're shoulder blades together, collarbones together. So we're opening and closing our chest, but we're not breathing in with our chest. We're still doing the abdominal breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. So this is supporting our heart plus trying to build up flexibility in our rib cage. So you're breathing in, shoulder blades to come together. We're stretching our rib cage. Breathe out. We're squeezing our collarbones together and squeezing out all the air. So breathe in. Sorry, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll do a couple more. Breathe in. This is opening up the chest, massaging the heart, letting the lungs, even though we're breathing with our abdomen, when we push our abdomen out, that fills our lungs. So we want to open up our lungs, but draw in the air with our abdomen. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're going to work a bit on getting energy into our body. So in Chinese medicine, we have 3 centers, and almost everyone focuses on the lower center. That's called your Dan Tian. Like if you do martial arts or meditation and everything, everybody focuses on that. But we want to build up our strength through our entire body, each of the energy centers. So what we do is just like we have a beach ball here that we're filling up. So that's 1. We're going to do 3 sip breathing. So that's 1. We're filling up the lower energy center. Now over your sternum, you're going to fill up there. And then finally, we're going to fill up the upper energy center. But we fill that up. We don't want to use your body has to stay relaxed. So you don't want to get really tense and open everything up. So what you want to do is you want to kind of expand this without tightening up your shoulders. So you're going to breathe, breathe, and then here, breathe. Once again, you're filling this, but you're expanding this way as opposed to tightening your shoulders. That stops energy from flowing. And then now our body is filled with air. Then you breathe out, and breathe out. When you get to the lower one, you pull up your perineum, you squeeze. We're trying to squeeze all the air out. So you're here, breathe in. We're going to hold for 4 seconds. And then breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. And then push it all out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Okay, now we're going to do 3-sip breathing. I'm not going to move my hands up and down, but we want to, each sip, we want to fill one of the energy centers. So breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, push everything out, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. We'll do 2 more sets. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, push everything out, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. All right, we're going to do a couple other kinds of breath just so you see. This is what's called natural abdominal breathing because our abdomen goes out when we breathe in. We'll just do a few minutes of a few breaths. We'll go back into the meditation position. Our shoulders, our knees are soft, our feet are pointed forward, our shoulders are relaxed, our pelvis is slightly rolled forward so that the lower back is straight. So you don't want to hunch over, but you don't want to have a big arch. You want to have your body as relaxed as possible. So normally we do natural breathing, which your stomach, your abdomen goes out when you breathe in, and then out in when you breathe out. So there's something called reverse breathing or embryonic breathing. So what you do with this is it's reversed because when you breathe in, you pull in that's when you pull up your perineum and you pull your navel in. So breathe in, navel comes in, and then breathe out, you relax. So your teacher who's ever teaching you something might say, want you to pull in when you breathe in and relax when you breathe out. Okay, what's the difference? Well, you use natural breathing. It's all very relaxed, and we're trying to circulate qi through our body. But with reverse breathing, you're trying to, when you breathe in, you squeeze and you're trying to push energy up your spine when you're breathing in to go to your brain that comes over, and then you breathe out and it comes down. So this is kind of generating qi. So we're going to breathe in, stomach in, visualization of energy flowing up the spine, over the head. Breathe out, relax everything. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Squeeze your stomach, pull up your pelvic floor, pull in your ribs. Breathe out. We'll do one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so you're saying, Kurt, why don't we do that all the time since we're trying to generate qi? Because this is just used when you're kind of breathing. You're trying to generate qi, but if you do it all the time, qi builds up in your head, and then you start like getting a fire in your head, and you lose your focus. What you want to do is you use the natural breathing to circulate qi through your body and keep the balance. That's you've got a monkey mind if you've got too much energy up there. So what you want to do is you want to tie the monkey to the tree, so it stays calm while you're doing it. When you do a natural breathing, also it's stimulating and relaxing your vagus nerve, and so it's calming, just calming your entire body. All right. What else are we going to do? So we've got. So you want to breathe in and out through your nose for almost all practices, but because your nose was evolved to capture and heat and moisture and filter things out. So you want to breathe in through your nose. But there are times where we want to do what's called cleansing breaths. So we're trying to expel waste from our body. So with those, you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you breathe out through your mouth. So we'll just relax our shoulders. We'll breathe in. So we'll do just two movements where you use that. You usually do it with the movement too, because you want to try to expel. One is just to expel the energy from the body. So you're going to come up, going to breathe in, and then you're just going to ha, ha. So this is warming us up too. So we're here. Ha, 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 ha. We can go on and do that for like 5 minutes, but we're going to move on to another use, which is we're trying to expel waste from specific parts of our body. You have to be careful with that. You can feel a little dizzy right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something called monkey leaps from trees. So you reach up and you're raising your rib cage off your lungs, and then you're going to drop down, and we're going to use the cleansing breath to expel waste from our lungs. But at the same time, when we drop down, we're loose. That's adding extra force to push extra waste out of our lungs. So one more. Okay, that was monkey leaps from tree. It's like you're going up on your toes a bit. It's like you're reaching for a vine or jumping from the tree. And then when you land, you compress your body, and that pushes extra waste out of your lungs. All right, what other kinds are? So you want to have oxygen go to your brain, and so you want to open up your neck. So there's one called Yin-Yang. Excuse me, Yin-Yang breathing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your, let's see, I'll mirror you. So you want to take your right hand, your right hand, put it on your nostril, your right nostril, and you close your right eye. And you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to turn and look to the left. So breathe in, breathe out. So you're trying to basically focus on oxygen breathing going to one side of your body, and you're stretching your neck. So you're trying to open and close the arteries in your neck. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Since you're doing both sides of your nose, it's called yin-yang breathing, and because you're doing this, it's also called planting scallions. So now you're going to put the other hand up, close the eyes. So now we have the left nostril closed, the left eye closed. You're going to breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're looking, let's see, away, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, remember, we're doing Qigong, so you want to use visualization. So when you breathe in, you visualize taking in clean white energy from the world around you, and as you breathe out, you have it circulate, you have it go up, circulate into your brain, filling your brain with white energy. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now, at least for me, that's kind of opened up my sinuses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my fingers in my navel. We're going to do like natural abdominal breathing, but what we're going to do is going to visualize breathing in with both nostrils, but we're gathering in white energy from the world around us. And then breathe out. And kind of just feel it flowing through our head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So one other way of breathing that we do, remember we're trying to bring health to our organs. Each organ has a sound associated with it. And right now, we're working on lungs, so we'll do the lung sound, which is hiss. We're trying to balance that organ. So what we're going to do is you're going to bring your hands up. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you push your hands up and you breathe out. Hiss. These are called healing sounds. This is the healing sound for the lungs. So you're breathing in. Hiss. And you want to breathe out, especially for the lungs, as much air as you can. So you're not just, hiss. It's like breathe in and then push everything out of the lungs. Breathe in. Yes. And then one more. Breathe in. Yes. All right. We've only got 3 minutes left, and there's several thousand other kinds of breathing to do. So we're just going to skip to the end. One of the things you want to do is use breathing to circulate the energy through your body, kind of capture what we've done. So we're going to, and you want to do it, your body has to be really relaxed. Energy flow anytime, that's why we shake the 9 gates. Anytime you tighten up any place, that stops energy and blood from flowing there. So we're going to do something called Pebble in a pond. So you're standing in a pond, the water is up to your belly button, and what's going to happen is you're going to breathe in, your hands are going to come apart, form a semicircle. So at the end of your in-breath, your fingers are back at your navel, and as you breathe out, you go out. So what I do, and so you're not, because now you're causing tension, what you're doing is you're filling the inner the beach balls. So you fill the beach balls, what happens? See, I'm not opening my hands, just my body. I'm not using my arms or my shoulders. My body's expanding, and it's causing my hands to come out. And then I float. My hands are staying on the surface of the water, so they're not going up and down because I don't want to use any muscles in my arms. So you're just pulling them gently in. So you are using a little bit of muscle, and then you breathe out. So you're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe in through your nose, your tongue goes up. Breathe out, shoulders relaxed. Also, what I do is I very slightly, as I breathe out, I drop my hips just a little bit to engage my calf muscles. That's considered your third heart. Get that beating. I'm not going up and down a lot. It's just enough so that my calves are engaged. So I'm just very slightly bending my knees. And remember, we're breathing in, doing natural breathing. So your abdomen's going out. Breathe out, pull it in. Just do a minute of these. So your shoulders are relaxed. You're drawing in the energy. You're just kind of feeling it flow through your body. You're trying to take the energy that we've created during the lesson and try to just circulate it around your body so the energy is balanced in your body. So shoulders are really relaxed. We'll take 3 more breaths. Okay, so now we're going to bring our feet together. We're going to pull down the heavens again because we're leaving the practice room. So you're gathering energy from the earth and the heaven. Come to the center. Breathe out. We'll do 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And then come to the center. Breathe out. And then clap. Body, mind. We did something good for our body.